My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. I'm Cladtine, with Silver Crucible, and then an aggressive path, maybe? There are aggressive paths. Couple ways to take 2 elites. Smattering of different ways to take 3, but each of those, well, most of those have very few rests. I like this super question mark opening line, so it's like 2 elite, 2 rests, 5 question marks, but those 5 question marks are all positioned early. Give me a colorless card. Thrumming Hatchet. Alright. Can I treat Thrumming Hatchet as my damage solve and just solve everything else? For a while, at least, maybe. Now we got to take 4 there, and then Hatchet Strike for the lethal. Rampage. Deal 10 damage. This card's damage increased by 5 this combat. Yes. That early, yes. Lose all your gold to transform 2 cards. Yes, please. 2 strikes out of this deck, thank you. Evil Eye Breakthrough turns into an AoE and a defend. Goddamn. So it turns out, yes, I would have been able to get a free colorless card from, an upgraded colorless card, rather, from this event had I taken the Crucible. 1 of 5 random cards to add to the deck, or a colorless. Colorless. I don't need a second Thrumming Hatchet for any reason. I'd have to have so many copies. Oh no, it's not, it doesn't even do that anymore. Expectify doesn't give you energy for each of the attacks in your hand anymore. You know what? Purity, then. Let me thin down this deck so it's just Thrumming Hatchets, Bird Eggs, and Rampage. I'll take that. Oh, fruit juice. Oh, yeah. Give you some current HP for you to give me max HP. Love it. Throw him back to hand, buddy. So I know bash Rampage next turn. Oof. Rampage will be 22, probably like 25 after that. Defend from Rampage. Best version I could have gotten, unfortunately. Stonecracker and Fortifier. Stampede. Yes. Yeah. Make sure it's played, thank you. Probably end up using fruit juice before the end of this fight. Complete opposite of what I wanted to do, but you're a fuzzy worm crawler. I'm not going to pay any cost for that. Just kill you next time. Take my 5 max HP and a fish oil. Second evil eye is a solid source of defense as long as I can find a consistent exhaust. Gotta hatch our friend. Ooh, Amethyst Aubergine. If I'm ever gonna get that, I want it early, and it's certainly early enough for it. Just too short. Taunt, yes. Vulnerability to target as well as defend. I suspect in order to get through those tier 2 enemies on the other side of this elite, I'm probably going to have to rest. I'll be honest. Let's see what the fish oil can do for us here. Taunt Evil Eye and Breakthrough gets the enemy to the perfect amount of HP. Defend, Stampede, Bird Swoop, and it throws Rampage as well. Triple up on defense, so I only have to take 3 damage following, and Purity of that strike, Taunt, Evil Eye, Breakthrough. It's working really well. Finish off the enemy this turn? Yeah, definitely do. Choose your bracelet, regular enemy encounters and no longer encountered question mark rooms. Burning Pact Cruelty. Ooh, Burning Pact is draw as well as specific exhaust. Yes. And thrumming, and I'll actually get rid of all of those because there's just no way I'm playing any of those as combat. Nice. Burning Pact easily sets up double Evil Eye. I'm just short on lethal with Rampage and thrumming. So I gotta ridiculously over-defend instead. Dash Bird Swoop finishes next turn. Cruelty, you're back. Yeah, I want one of you. Ooh. Breakthrough on turn 1. Even gives us the ability to take one of you out. Burning Pact through the Cruelty I'm not going to be able to utilize. Stampede double defend. Bash goes out for free, and I've also got a Stampede on the field now. Get him. You know what? Get him with the turn end. Stone armor. Too much. Too much. As much as I like additional defense, I'm actively defending. Nope. There's an argument for a strength pot being more impactful than a Von pot in this coming fight. Just due to the duration. And I mean, I really need additional turns of vulnerable if I'm going to be pushing. Come on, break plus on the other side of all this. Sadly, Cruelty and Rampage is all I can really even do that turn. There's your vulnerability. Unfortunately, Rampage... Wait, did I play Rampage in the first... I did play Rampage in the first cycle, never mind. Fortunately, Rampage. Rampage, thrumming, bash throws itself at the end of the turn. Taunt into Fortifier. Sadly, nothing can even force play at the end of that turn. 19 outgoing here. Let's Burning Pact to defend. And I will Evil Eye, Thrumming Hatchet, let the bash play itself, and then we get 1 turn worth of aggression and then 1 additional attack. Beautiful. Nice. Ooh. V. Brand is certainly the choice for the consistency of Evil Eye. So I'll click it. First turn, you end your turn without playing card, exhaust your hand, take an extra turn. No. Relax is a pretty good card for us. Just buys us time and a big hand to work with. Tuli, 1 rest, 1 shop looks like our path. Cutting around to the right and then left. You got a cool haircut, my man. It's a nice looking Boyd. I think Heck, I've got a copy of Breakthrough. Although, probably stop the black. Last turn I really get to use it effectively. Okay, Brand, defend, then double Evil Eye, Cruelty, Stampede. We just get so much like additional value out of that turn. It's wild. For safety's sake, I think I should throw both of these against the higher damage exoskeleton and just cop the 11. True Grit. No, I kind of feel like the role of True Grit's already filled in this deck. Ooh. 3 relics after 5 combats. I almost wonder if that should get me to take more combats here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that I can just cash it in as early as possible. You know what? Yeah. I don't open that the mystery box that often. Let's see what's inside. Hatchet will come back, but 7, 5, 9. That's enough. Yay! Got him! Oh! Forgotten Ritual. That exhausts. And it just gives us energy. Thank you. Thank you. That's going to make playing Relaxes a lot easier. I mean, not on this turn. It's already pretty easy on that turn. Well thrumped. I'm gonna at least get one of you down to dying next turn. I can't have you buff and then attack me. That's not allowed. Forgotten Ritual, relax, defend, and then take that target. I don't need to force the breakthrough on that turn if I've already got a way to kill. Okay. Alright, buddy, just you and I. GG. Ooh, Tremble. Yes, vulnerability and an exhaust card. It's already even upgraded. Forgotten Ritual lets us play Relax as well as Storming Hatchet and Strike. Which, yeah, that matters. I gotta get that Bulbug Nectar down soon. Okie dokie. Rampage to solve the back line. Couple defends and the Thrumming Hatchet there. I'll just Stampede Evil Eye and then let the Thrumming Hatchet thrum. Beautiful. Back to hand. And back to bug. Fruit juice. 5 max HP when I want it. And just a whole mess of cards I have no use for. Not a bad first turn. That Thrumming Hatchet will help me take out the Parafrite on the followers. Actually, never mind. We'll start with the Relax there. Beautiful. Forgotten Ritual, Relax as well. Breakthrough, Bird Swoop, and then I'm going to Burning Pact the Ascender's Bane, Stampede, yeah. Okay, at least we've been going somewhere with all of this. Tremble on the back line sets up a double Evil Eye. For full defense. Bird Swoop kills the front. Let's continue weakening, and then we'll get you eventually, Obscura. Got enough vulnerability on you that I'm pretty comfortable. Oh, sick. I'm going to play Rampage on the back line, because either the Thrumming Hatchet hits the back line and the fight's over, or it hits the front line and I don't take damage. Upgraded Pommel Strike. Now that is interesting, but... no. I want Stampede more playable. I want additional energy and draw after the relaxes, and I want additional card draw from Burning Pact and additional damage from our vulnerability. Blessing the Forge this turn. Upgraded Relax. Bash and Brand through just a straight up strike. Take 1 damage that turn, but I got a lot of vulnerability on you and a little bit of strength on me. Stampede, Cruelty, can't play anything. Burning Pact through a defend that won't do anything. Evil Eye, Forgotten Ritual, and then Bash, Strike. That strike goes out for free. I mean, this has got to be lethal. 36, yep. If it wasn't, it's not like I had another alternative to play that turn. Bury in a Bottle, then Kunai, and Whetstone, and Pantograph, and Warpaint. Let's get Battle Trance before Whetstone and Warpaint. Whetstone and Warpaint at the same time, hell yeah. Sure, they could have targeted better targets. We're actually going to get some serious outcomes out of that Kunai. I was going to dodge shops here, but I actually now have enough money for another shop. Ooh. I do like additional energy turn 1. I also really like Jackpot. No, it gives you anger and bully most of the time as Ironclad. I don't know if I love Jackpot that much. I want the additional energy turn 1. Yeah, especially with the additional draw I've just given. I think the alternative is Forgotten Ritual, removal of a strike. How do I feel about that in retrospect? Especially considering the additional draw. Actually pretty positive. I'm going to do that instead. Almost accidentally abandoned the run. Click too quick. Remove strike, take the Forgotten Ritual. Necrobinder. The reason I'm most interested in Necrobinder cards here is because Souls will draw as well as set up our Exhaust synergies. Also, Necro has a couple of big attacks that Stampede could just, like, send. Like Reap. And Bury. Squeeze wouldn't work. Transfigure, though, that I can use to make an attack even more expensive and still just rely that it'll be played at the end of the turn. God damn. I think it's Bury. I don't think I have to put a fear out there, though. I think that has a difficulty of... we might have too much of a good thing in that case. I'm gonna dodge the Elite. Why wouldn't you take one of my Whetstones, Warpaint, or Wongo's Mystery Tickets all used up? I'll give you Juzu for Joss Bracelet. No longer guaranteed to get question marks. Let's upgrade Transfigure to be consistent. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Stampede from turn 1. Love it. Love it. I love it. I can't draw less cards. It's going to make everything worse. relax, and I think I use the purity to get rid of Rampage, guaranteeing that Berry gets thrown instead. Cruelty, draw, Tremble, Evil Eye. Forgotten Ritual. Defend, Thrumming Hatchet, Strike. Let the Bash go out. Keep this enemy as vulnerable as I possibly can. Transfigure the Thrumming Hatchet. Evil Eye, Strike. Now, Throwing Hatchet, despite the fact that I made it more expensive, has to still double play there. And then it has to come back to hand. You're never gonna guess what it has to do after that. Go on, try. I'll wait. Come on. At least make it look like you're guessing. Got him. Nope. Well, we did it. Bash. Thrum. Transfigure the Berry. Defend. End turn. Berry. And there was another 108 damage where that came from. Take out 5 max HP. And, I mean, Thrash eating one of those cards is pretty ridiculous. And Transfigure on Thrash is ridiculous as well. But Pyre would give us the energy to play out all of those hands consistently. 1-2 punch, obviously. I mean, I want it to be Thrash, but that only matters if I get back to Thrash super soon afterwards. I like 1-2 as well, because I can just play that, and then that will also work on the card that gets stampeded. Pyre is most interesting just because if I can find the turn to play it, and with 2 Forgotten Rituals and 2 Relaxes, it should not be difficult to find the turn to play it. Then I've just got full control over my energy. I'm going to take the Pyre. I actually think that's going to give us a lot more power. Whistle. Certainly an attack. Killing Elite to upgrade 4 cards. I mean, again, there's so many cards in this deck that would love an upgrade. I really think I should just hunt some elites. Ugh. 18 health sacrificed on that first turn isn't great. And another 8 on the second. Fire, Cruelty, we can set up Bomb, Thrum, Strike. Beautiful. Thankfully, Berry just goes for the 104 at the end of that turn. How from beat on? Yeah, I have a lot of ways to exhaust that. Burning Pact through a Strike. Forgotten Ritual allows us to play a Relax and Defend, which is just short of full coverage. Gonna lose 2 max HP. Oh, sick. We'll brand the Howl from Beyond. That's 18 damage to all enemies at the end of the turn. Yeah, buddy. Tremble, Whirlwind, Rupture. I do actually feel like there's value in another Tremble, actually. Then let's head up north. I'm only going to be taking 2 elites. I'm going to get 4 upgrades out of all this. Evil Eye for the full defense. We even get Pyre, Tremble, and Cruelty out there. Hell yeah. Woof. Lesson to use by this turn. Forgotten Ritual, and then Transfigure, and then double Relax. Why not? Beyond finishes the fight. We get a stable serum. God damn. Yeah, that matters. That matters so much. Compared to fish oil, I'll take it. Rare power from Fairy in a Bottle. Yeah. Unmovable. Helps solve our defense problems, our consistent defense problems. Cruelty, Tremble sets up Evil Eye, and Relax. Hell yeah. Drop Stampede, and yeah, I'm gonna Purity through, like, all of those. Thank you. Altrots. Double Forgotten Ritual wasn't gonna do anything in that hand, unfortunately. Out from Beyond. Okay, I can... Unmovable. There you go. Tremble, Evil Eye, Sorted. Then... the additional draw out on the field. I'll burn... a defend, throw Thrumming Hatchet and strike, then this Rampage has to autoplay for 2 hits at the end of the turn. I can get it to scale 3 times. Don't, Forgotten Ritual, Thrumming, and then, yeah, just Rampage for 64, 74, just keeps going. I mean, it would have. Havoc. There are cards that Havoc can destroy that would be that would be tough. Most of the time, it gets us additional energy. It just nets us, like, benefit. But I can't rely when I've got, like, 3 cards in the deck that are doing all of our damage. Upgrade Pyre, take a Blood Vial, rest in anticipation of the 2 elites, and go. Ooh. Yep. I'll take a Bag of Preparation and a Power Potion, please. Power Potion for one of the final boss fights. And Bag of Prep, especially just because We get the additional energy on the first turn after a rest site with the Venerable Tea set, so we can often take really good advantage of it. Let's use Forgotten Ritual to set up Evil Eye. I'll also use Burning Pact to play Howl from Beyond. Tremble, Relax, Birdsuit, Breakthrough. And Howl from Beyond at the end of the turn. I don't want the cards in my hand to be ethereal because I really want to actually be able to play them in the way that my deck does. So I'm going to kill this Spectral Knight just straight up outright. And then drop a Cruelty on the field. Good lord. I can't exhaust enough cards to play anything worth a damn this turn. Ow. You better believe that one hurt too. Fine. Only 5 damage. Very acceptable. Gorget, another stable serum. Juggling. No, maybe if it was much earlier, I could make use of that juggling. Stable serum, no. Ooh. Something that doesn't want to exhaust. Relax that doesn't exhaust is pretty cool. Hell yeah. Relax that don't exhaust, call that a holiday. I'm going to take a Forgotten Ritual, Evil Eye, Stampede definitely, Defend definitely, Strike, and then Bash can play itself. See what the trance has to say about this. I do have Rampage. Sadly, without Cruelty, it's pretty tough. Unmovable, Vulnerable, then Evil Eye for 48 block by itself. Thank heck I've got Pantograph. Otherwise it'd be a lot more threatened right now. Good final upgrades as well. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take it. I've forgotten Ritual. Alright. Still resting here. 25 HP for the next fight as well. This is going to be the harder of the two fights for us. I suspect this is when my power potion goes down. Well. I think it's got to be Barricade. I do like Demon Form, but like safety in block consistency is it's exactly what I need. Hold on. Supposed to be Strike before that because of the Kunai about to go off. Gives us 2 additional block, and it's really important we get that one correct. That is Barricade, Barricade. We then played Howl from Beyond Burning Pact, then we played Pyre, and I believe I even played Forgotten Ritual, didn't I? Yeah. Forgotten Ritual, Third Swoop, Rampage, that develops the Wither, exhaust that, then I strike, get the additional point of dex, double the bend. There you go. That relax can't be removed from the deck. Summon to transfigure it and then double relax. Incredible setup. And it's still around for future turns. Start with unmovable. I'm definitely going to be using a big purity this turn, so should get ready for that. Taunts. Tremble. I want the additional draw next turn as well, so I do want to see relax played. Okay. Bash. And strike. Defend. We don't have Stampede out yet, so yeah, the berry isn't even playing itself. At least I'm now able to make the enemy vulnerable. What about double Stampede? Never need to play an attack card myself. Okay, that's less. My armor's going away now. I don't like it. I'm going to use Burning Pact to get through that strike as well as buff both of these Evil Eyes at the same time. God, I wish I could play one of the Evil Eyes, but unfortunately, the big relax wins the day. And then I'll brand through a Wither, because the Howl from Beyond's getting played anyway. Forgotten Ritual is real good. Sorry, Forgotten Ritual. Berry is real good damage outside of Necro. And inside of a Necro, it's too dark to do damage. Let's get the Queen! Retention is so good for the Queen so that I don't have to deal with the Bound just ruining all of my plans. Cruelty, Forgotten Ritual. All right. Oh, come on. Well, no, there's nothing I can do about that turn, unfortunately. Do I want to retain them? I think sooner rather than later, yeah. I'm gonna Burning Pact the Howl from Beyond and then play that Evil Eye. Yeah. I really want to transfigure that. The relax that doesn't leave the deck. It's so goddamn good. Okay. Double relax. that's sorted now. Then Rampage, Thrumming. Rampage upgraded, Thrumming come back to hand. I get all my additional cards because I played the double relax thing last time. Relax. I want unmovable in play. But I also need Pile. Good Relax, good Evil Eye, and... I really think I need that energy from Pio. And I'm going to Purity through Defend and Thrumming and Bash. We're going to get that. Berry. Hell yeah. I'm going to transfigure that Relax again. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to gain 9 additional energy, 9 additional cards, and 39 block. Brand our way through a breakthrough I cannot to play. Defend. Trembel. Alright, I feel set up now. Should be able to find some way to cause some sort of kills in here. Strike into Bird Swoop. Oh. Yeah, ideally I want to play the triple Relax once every turn. At least. I mean, there's definitely a Burning Pact, but Burning Pact is also going to cause a draw by exhausting a card. Nice. Now I just got to figure out something to do with the Transfigure. Probably should be Transfigure the Rampage, I guess. I would have done it to Barry if I could have done it to Barry, but I can't do it to Barry, so I'll do it to Rampage. It's nice to see Rampage come back around and possibly in this fight become our premier useful card. Mm-hmm. Get him, Rampage! Oh my god. Transfigure Rampage. Yep, that'll do it. Let's get rid of... There we go, so I can get some vulnerability. And goddammit, another Transfigure, I'll do it. All right, 75. And it's got replay 4. 1, 2. Didn't even have the ability to play its last 3 hits, because replay 4 means it plays 5 times. Whoa. Hell yeah. It's the perfect Rampage. And it didn't even need a hidden gem. Oh my god. I'm also a big fan of how much power we got out of Wongos. Like, we were doing decently against the tier 2 enemies on that floor. But as soon as we picked up just four, was it 5? It was 3 from this and then 1. It was 4 relics at the same time. The trajectory changed. Seriously. I mean, also a relax that relaxes and draws 9 cards and gains 9 energy. But goddamn, Transfigure is so fun off class. It's so fun on class as well. It's a good, fun card. That's strategically my summary of this episode is Transfigure is pretty good. For the moment, though, my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2, top left. This is a series playlist for all my content to the game past, present, and future. Your recommendations are down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic of Patreon.com/Rhapsody Plays. And I report the thank you, the special thanks to this episode to Zoe. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.